Matthew Holt, it's that time of the year. Summer is over. Get your little iPhone battery pack charger, your penchant for low bottom shelf beer, your appetite for sliders ready, and those red gym shoes you love to run around conference halls with. It's conference season, buddy. It's conference season. It's the September 16th episode of Health Tech Deals.
Well, I don't know what you're up to. I already started. I was out yesterday.
I'm going next week.
I had my red shoes, my trusty orange shirt with the buttons in the middle, and my fancy cheap Ross Dress for Less khakis. And I was out at the Rock Health Summit learning all about...
looking exactly like you have for all of the previous Rock Health Summits and other events.
And any other event I've ever been to, yes, pretty much. Seeing a bunch of the same old people I've seen at those events for the last... You know, the funny joke is that everyone's saying, well, Rock Health's been going for 11 years. I was there at the start. I'm going, newcomers. I did sit next to Daniel Kraft. It was dark. I didn't realize it was him for about 40 minutes. Then we looked at each other and went, oh, it's you. We had to wear a mask.
You guys are getting so old. You guys are getting so old you can't see each other in dim lighting.
That's it. It was a fun session. It was only half a day. Rock Health now likes me enough to let me come there and drink their beer. So, you know, what else do you need?
That's cool. What was the big thing? Like, it was the key takeaway?
Yeah, I think the key takeaway is Rock Health has like gone in with the Biden administration. It's all about diversity, equity, inclusion. You know, the panels were incredibly representative, kind of almost over-representative. But there was some great stuff there. There was an investor panel, some good people I hadn't seen before. And there was some fun people I know, and it was good. I don't know if there, it's back to the same stuff we always discuss. Is the world over? What will happen if the world is less over in terms of, the digital health thing? It's all around, how's it going to reinvent itself now the big run-ups happened and we're kind of after the crash. And that was kind of, after what? Was it Monday when the stock market went down 5% and hasn't recovered since? Yeah,
What sucks? It's like we had our little health tech, digital health heyday at a period of time where we were all nobody could even get together in person and have one good conference in person where it was like, dude, things are going great. It's like, yeah, we were all locked in. I'm going next week to Dreamforce. I am so excited. I'm an official Salesforce partner. I'm going to be covering Dreamforce. I get to go to all their healthcare and life sciences sessions. And yeah, I'll be tweeting away like a mad woman, talking about what's going on there.
So that's next week in Dreamforce?
Yeah. And listen to the cool thing. Yeah. Their big party, you're going to be so jealous of this. It's at Oracle Park, the band, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Wow. How are the mighty fallen? The biggest sort of non-commercial guys from LA back in the day now play. Although, that is...
You're probably friends with Benioff. He's probably like, dude.
They also, there's so many people with Dreamforce and so much money. Which night is that?
I think Wednesday.
Oh, well, yeah. Can you get your mate in?
I don't know.
Better work on that, Mr. Massa.
I don't know.
I'm flying out the next day. I'll be packing on.
You wanna see them, and oh my god, I can't wait to see them. But I also want to see Matthew McConaughey is going to be there, Bono, Jane Goodall. I'm so stoked. This is going to be great.
Oh my god, the excesses of corporate money. They build the most enormous phallic tower in the world in San Francisco, and they still have money to spend away. Oh well. Well, talking about people with lots of money, did you notice that the biggest funding round ever in digital health, whatever happened this week?
I honestly saw the headline for that and I didn't believe it. I'm like, is this a joke? Clicked on the article. I'm like, oh my god, this is for real? Let's go. Ready to start your timer.
This is what we have to do. This isn't a real round. This is Verily.
Oh, okay. This is not a real round. Yeah, $1 billion they get. $1 billion.
So all those $1.99 storage fees you're paying to Google, this is where they're going. I mean, how much more money would Verily have if instead of doing on Duo, it had just bought half of Livongo back in 2013?
I don't know what happens when you take the write down on that.
You don't. You sell it to Teladoc, you cash in your chips,
Fair.
Then you have 15 billion or whatever the number was, and away you go. Oh, well. All right, let's do. We won't do Verily, but we'll after all, we're buds. We have Amy Abernathy and
we love her.
Other cool people there. So let's go with what we have got.
Let's do it. All right, Redesign Health. Lots of friends there too. 65 million reached a total up to 315. This is that incubator startup It's your incubator. It's got General Catalyst in there, a bunch of investors. Tell us more.
Well, so Missy Krasner's there now, running to the venture fund. A bunch of other people are there. They've stuck out a bunch of companies already, right? I think MedArrive, which is the home health one, Jasper, which is Adam Pellegrini's now that they grabbed him as CEO for cancer care. Calibrate, I think, was out of there, and a bunch of others. And there's a bunch more coming. And they are sucking people up. I've actually been sending a few people over there to go, consult or potentially be CEOs of companies coming out. It's weird to me that General Catalyst, and CBS and these other people, UPMC, have put money in because, you'd think there are enough other seed stage stuff around. They wouldn't have to take some of their money and put it in another seed place. But, anything that comes out of there may, goes into the Kyruus, who may do well.
Yeah, diversification. All right, how about Theranica? They get $45 million. This is a prescription DTX about migraines. I know how you feel about that category, but how do you feel about this?
Well, it might work, right? Migraines is a screaming big deal. A lot of drugs for it. This is a sensor that goes on your arm and it delivers something, some kind of electrical impulse, and then there's a smart app about it. I think who the hell knows if it works, but migraines are a big deal and very painful, and the drugs don't work for everybody, so good luck.
All right, Soda Health gets 25 million, brings your total up to 31. What do you think?
Yeah, so this is, I finally connected with the CEO to find out why you call Soda Health when you're about social determinants of health. They give out essentially modern day coupons to people, so you can go and buy retail stuff alongside the healthcare stuff. So imagine you're a low income person, you need to get healthy food, or they have stuff for that. The only thing you can't buy with it is soda. Apparently it's a contraction of social determinants, SODH, and that was the thing they could come up with.
Well, refreshing nonetheless. And then what about this one? Kyruus acquires Epion Health. This is a patient engagement play. What do you think about this acquisition? I love Kyruus.
So Kyruus, right, does the patient to physician matching mostly on behalf of provider organizations. Been around. Don't forget Julie Yu.
Yes, of course.
Was the first product manager there, and Graham Gardner, the guy who said that Health 2.0, the first one, was the best conference he's ever been to me, is still the CEO, right? So there is a ton of money. They bought HealthSpark out of Cambia, which is the transparency thing that works with health plans, and Epion, which has been around a long while. I remember this because they owed me some money at one point. They couldn't afford to pay their Health 2.0 bill, but they made it through, right? Out the other side. They eventually did pay the Health 2.0 bill, which is not the case for everybody who owed me money. They're kind of one of those check-in, texting back and forth with the patient engagement platforms, which I guess if you're doing for appointment scheduling and matching, it's like a nice add-on. So it kind of makes sense. And that's becoming a little empire. I would expect to see Kyruus. When the world settles down, Kyruus is either going to have to figure out its IPO future, or somebody big is going to take everything off the market. It's been around a while now, and so it's got to get going.
Michelle Longmire. There should be
I don't know if it's
a running list of people who owe Health 2.0 money.
I will not discuss the Michelle Longmire Health 2.0 money thing, because it was all resolved in the way that at the time that I wanted to, just not in the way that I might have done it for my own personal gain if I'd thought about myself properly. I did get some gossip about Athena last night and Mr.
Athena Health.
Yeah. So apparently I was talking to somebody who had worked there, and somebody who did currently work there came up, and I said, how the hell did he get so much? And they went, look, when the new guys took over, the private equity guys, they managed to about quadruple the profit. So they must have taken a slash and burn approach to insider. So I don't know what was going on in Athena. It was never as profitable as it could have been. And Jonathan, admitted that out loud. But obviously the fact that it went for like 5 billion and they sold it for 17 billion, something must have gone on. But don't forget, Cerner went for like 28 billion not long afterwards. And that was like 5 times the size. So, but apparently it was incredibly profitable, and they figured out some way of doing it. And one day it'll go public again. We'll find out what the hell happened. But wow.
Can't wait for that.
It'd be interesting to see the numbers. I wonder who knows the inside story. But that was the scuttlebutt I heard from somebody who was,
All right. Well, if you have any inside stories that you want to share with somebody, hit up either one of the gossips that you know and love. You can get Matthew Holt over there on Twitter at BoltyBoy. You can get me at Jess DaMassa. Follow me, like I said, Dreamforce next week. And then if you want to check out all the great content from the blog, curated and put together in our email newsletter that we send out whenever we feel like it, head on over to thehealthcareblog.com and sign up there. I'll see you. Maybe we'll run into each other in San Fran. We'll see about
this. I hope not in front of you any time.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.